What is up, my YouTube peeps, and welcome to the channel, and it is I, Tiana. So I just want to welcome you all to my channel. Thank you guys for being here. And so today we're going to be doing another review on one of my favorite shows from the early 2000s, Night Visions. So if you guys did not watch my previous video on this series, I will link it in the description box down below. So let's get right into this. This one is called Neighborhood Watch. So our story starts off with the Osgoods being informed via letter from the police department about a sex offender living in their apartment building. And they are very concerned about this, just like any parent would be, including myself. It's always heartbreaking and just very unfortunate to know that there are sex offenders living near you, around you in your neighborhood. But to know that one is living right next door, yeah, very chilling.
Convicted sex offender is allowed to move into a building full of kids?
Well, somebody must be keeping tabs on him, a parole officer, somebody.
They can't watch him 24 hours a day.
Well, look, we don't even know what this guy did. Maybe it was relatively harmless.
Convicted sex offender. How can that be harmless?
I don't know. Maybe he was a flasher or a...
These men commit the same crime again and again and again.
I know that, Sally. I'm a lawyer.
Then do something.
Just then, there's a ring at the doorbell from their friends who live in their apartment building. They decide to take a look through the sex offender's window, Ed Nibble, by using binoculars, to which they see him unpacking toys.
The son of a bitch is unpacking toys.
What would he be doing with toys? My God.
What?
What if they're bait? Bait?
Oh, come on.
Well, what else would a grown man be doing with toys?
My uncle collected model cars,
Look,
and he
this
wasn't...
guy is out of here. I want him out.
We all want him out, Alan. But how are we going to do that?
Look, there's three of us and one of him. Let's get him alone and not so politely suggest that he move on.
So it's the next day and it's time for school, but the mother, Sally, is on the phone trying to organize some more protection.
We still need the motion detectors. Mom, I'm gonna miss the bus. Oh, this is so stupid. So how long will it take to install the whole thing?
Okay, so we have some product placement. So definitely the Powerpuff Girls was that show back in the days. That was the it show. And this color is blue, so it's my favorite color. So I definitely would have gone for this.
Janie? Janie? Janie?
Now at this moment, any parent's heart would have dropped. Especially seeing that door close. Oh, hell no.
He was throwing out some boxes.
Did he talk to you?
A little. He was nice.
He was pretending to be nice. Do you understand that?
Was he a stranger?
What did he say to you?
He asked if I liked school.
Did he keep you from getting off?
No. I just forgot to press the button.
Did he touch you?
I thought he was a neighbor.
He's a bad neighbor.
Is he the bad man?
Did he touch you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I know. I'm sorry, Mommy. I didn't know.
Sorry.
That night, Sally tells her husband Jim and their friends about what happened, to which they discuss that maybe they should hire a security guard.
We're not hiring a damn security guard because this Neville is moving out. Alan, why are we waiting for this guy to actually do some damage?
Come on.
We can't go on living like this.
It's time we send this guy a message.
We have to, Jim.
So this is the message they decided to send. Get out. I mean, I guess it's effective. They did scribble it on the hood of his car. So we will see if he decides to take heed to this warning.
Are you sure that's his car? Unit 221. Yeah, that's his car. Are you crazy? Someone will see us. So? Who's gonna protect the pedophile, Jim?
Back at the house, their 3 daughters are sitting around discussing the same issue.
You were so scared. I didn't even know it was him. I'd never get into an elevator with that guy. Not if you paid me $1 million. I would. Oh yeah, sure. I would. He was nice. He's a criminal. Just because he's been to jail doesn't mean he isn't nice. Would you go to his apartment? My mom and dad wouldn't let me. See? If I could go to his apartment without my mom and dad finding out, then I would. Prove it. Do you dare me? I double dare you. But you can't just say you were there. We need actual proof. Yeah. Like you have to take something. Something that can only come from that apartment. Yeah.
Yeah. Something tells me that these 2 little girls is definitely going to grow up to be mean girls. Okay, this is my little Regina George and what's the other one? Karen. Yeah, this is Regina George and Karen right here. For all the future Regina Georges and Karens, this is what they was when they was younger. I mean, why would you ever encourage your friend to go over to a pedophile's house? And even encourage them, oh, well, you should grab an item just so that we can know you were there. You know what I mean? Come on. Under peer pressure, Janie decides to go over to Ed Nebel's house. I mean, and of course, conveniently, he is coming home from grocery shopping. This is just ridiculous. I mean, the fact that she even listened to those girls is really beyond me. As a souvenir, Janie decides to grab one of Ed Nebel's mini toys, a monkey, to bring back and show the girls. But of course, he's about to enter as she's about to exit. Now, this is a very scary situation to be in for any young girl. And I just feel so bad for her. But I mean, it was also very unwise on her end to even go into his house.
I've never seen Steve like that before. He was completely irrational.
He's responding the way any normal man would when his family is threatened.
Oh, so I'm less of a man because I didn't beat my chest and bash his car in? I mean, what do you expect me to... Janie, what happened? Where did you... Oh, my God.
Whatever happened, it isn't your fault.
Did he hurt you?
Whatever it is, you can tell us.
She's shaking.
Did he scare you?
What? What did he do?
He had a knife.
Oh, honey. Oh, God. Care. We're not calling the police.
But they'll arrest him now. He came at her with a knife.
Have Janie scarred for life by testifying in some sex trial.
Sally, we have no choice.
We'll move. We'll move as far away as we need to.
We've lived here for years. You love it here. Janie's friends are here.
I mean, the fact that they think that she was involved in a sex crimes just shows how much they didn't even take the time to really speak with her on what happened. I mean, they just kind of took the situation and ran with it. They seen her nightgown tore up. They heard her say that he had a knife and seen the toy in her hand. So they figured that, hey, he baited her over there with the toys. He pulled a knife on her and raped her. But they should have just talked to her more. Besides being apprehensive about calling the police, they make an appearance anyways.
He just wants his toy back. Evidently, it's an antique of some kind.
Why do you suppose a child molester even has toys?
Well, if you say he's a child molester, then he's a child molester. But
Your department sent the letter.
the point is, Mr. Osgood, he's the one who called us.
I don't believe this. He lures an 8-year-old girl into his apartment. You don't even seem to care.
According to your daughter, she was there when he got there.
He sits in the courtyard at all hours of the day and night. The children in this building can't even play on the swings anymore without that freak down there leering at them.
I can't arrest the man for leering.
Well, then you tell us what we're supposed to do, because we're under siege here.
Mr. Osgood, even if what you say is true and the man is a paroled offender, if he's done his time, he's got rights.
And what about our rights? What about our daughter's rights?
Your daughter broke into his house. I can't arrest him.
What is wrong with you people? You're supposed to protect us!
Sally, it's all right.
Like before, they decide to consult with their friends about what happened. Although this time they decide that maybe they should hire someone to have the men killed, or they should do it themselves.
Lost your daughter. I'm not losing mine. Wake up, counselor. No one else is saving our families.
So the men decide to go through with their plan, each picking a card, one by one, as they decide who's going to be the one to pull the trigger. And of course, it's no surprise that Jim Osgood is the one who pulled the ace. Of course, this turns into a nervous Jim having to go down to the courtyard to prove his manlyhood. I mean, what's really got me thinking is, did he know that Ed Nebels was going to be outside in the courtyard smoking a cigarette? Or, I mean, was he going to run up to his front door and do what he was going to do right there? I mean, I don't know. It really makes me wonder. Okay, Jim, so you decided not to go through with it. You decided to just take out all the bullets, and now you're going to go back and tell everybody that the gun jammed, right? Wrong. Jim went through with it, and just like any other crime scene, the police showed up.
You heard the gunshots then?
Sure. We all did.
We were playing cards in our condo. All of you?
Yeah, all of us.
I thought it was a car backfiring.
So no one saw anything?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you.
But it looks like someone suspects something, and I think they're going to do a further investigation on this.
Hello, officer.
Terrible thing. Terrible thing. Pretty rare for this kind of a neighborhood. Oh, incidentally, you people having any kind of problem with vandalism?
Not that I've heard of.
Because the victim's car was all bashed to hell down there in the garage. I guess somebody must have had it in for him. Gambling debts, maybe. Couldn't have been anything else, could it, Mr. Osgood? Well, good thing for you, you were playing cards with your friends.
Yeah. Good thing for me.
Good night, Mr. Osgood.
Good night, officer.
Everything seems to go back to normal. Life seems to return to how it was before, until there's a letter in the mail from the police department.
What's wrong? Police department. This is to inform you that our previous letter misidentified the new address of sex offender Edward Neville as 2460 Terrell Street, apartment 221. The correct address should have read apartment 212. We regret any inconvenience this may have caused you.
It wasn't him.
it wasn't him.
What's wrong? Is there another bad guy, Dad?
Yes. And the bad guy is your dad. As unfortunate as it is that this was to occur and it was a mistaken identity, I mean, I would definitely blame the police department, but I guess it's not their fault because I guess they weren't expecting anyone to take matters into their own hands and decide to take this guy out. But when it comes to predators and pedophiles, rapists, murderers, it's just, it's very touchy. And for me personally, I feel like if you're bold enough to do these things, be a pedophile, rapist, serial killer, murderer, whatever, those things is just a level of severity for me. And I think you should go. And that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. There's nothing that's happened in my life that could lead me to believe that that shouldn't be true. Because I'm with Sally on this one. Normally, when they do that once, they do it again and again and again. And it's a nonstop. So if y'all can do death row and take a person's life for, you know what I'm saying, things that y'all feel like they don't deserve to exist no more because they may have took somebody's life. What about these people? They take lives all the time. Innocent children are robbed of their innocence every day from these people. So if you ask me, they deserve the same fate. And I don't know if it's just me, but who thought the dad looked more creepier than the actual guy they had playing the alleged sex offender? I mean, obviously he wasn't. But the dad looks super creepy to me. I mean, I'm sorry, but he just does. He's like, he got that stereotypical face of what most people think a creepy person look like. So to be honest, I think the actors should have reversed roles. But then again, I also think that they was going for a like, yeah, this is not the normal look of a person that you think is a pedophile. Because that's the thing. You can't just look at a person and say, nah, they ain't a pedophile. They too attractive, or they too this, they too that. Like, they don't come off as a pedophile at all. But it always be the ones you least suspect. So just remember that. And so I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a thumbs up to let me know that you liked it. If you want others to see this, please share. And if you want to see more content from me, subscribe.